welcome back to Better Late with Mariela Segovia. Yes, this is me, Mariela Segovia again. Only difference here, she's like, guys. Ay, mamacita linda. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, watching, commenting on the last video. I appreciate it so much. And I told you, promised. Lo prometido es deuda. So here we are. So it was my birthday. So this is, I guess, this is the birthday episode. Let's call it that. This is the birthday episode. But before I go into any birthday shenanigans, we must address the Bad Bunny halftime show at the Super Bowl because it was delicious, maravilloso, todo lo que mi cuerpo necesitaba y yo no lo sabía. I enjoyed thoroughly this show. I will tell you what, the storytelling, you hugged me. I felt like we were taking a tour through Puerto Rico in different stages, in different like moments, in different tones, and I thought it was beautiful. And my biggest question is, when is Disney gonna pay him some money to take that idea and put it into Epcot? Because there's no Puerto Rico in Epcot. And yes, I know I said Puerto Rico before, but I'm gonna say Puerto Rico porque there's nothing better than rolling your R's when you can't do it easily. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was super inspiring. As a Latina pursuing her dreams, I felt like it made me feel invincible. It made me feel that in a time where being from a different country is such an issue and it's causing such an uproar, this is one of the things that made me feel proud of not being from here and having a language that is completely different and a music that is completely dance in a different vibe. And like there was so many little like Easter eggs he gave throughout the performance that were just like, not every artist does that. You know what I mean? Like that is such a specific level of intention in sending a message. Like even the moment when he woke up one of the kids that was at the wedding sitting on the chairs, that was me. That's been me. Like when I was a kid, that's where you could find me at any party past like 9 p.m. if I was 5 years old. Like, pégale una silla a esa muchacha para que se acueste ahí. No, porque abrieron otra botella de whiskey. So those things we connect, and yeah, it was great. I haven't felt disconnected to some other halftime shows, and I feel like they're cool and everything, but this one was pretty spectacular. So I think until Taylor Swift does hers, this is one of my favorites of all time. So yeah, that was amazing. I would love to hear your thoughts, concerns, comments. Oh, okay, before I even move on from this, the fact that he said God bless America and he specified every country that is a part of the American continent was everything. Because even since I was a kid and I was learning about world history and stuff, I never understood why in the United States of America, people just refer to this country as America. And I was like, but wait, there's Latino America and there's Central America, South America, North America. Like why do they get to keep the America of it all? So I love that this was very clear for everyone to understand. God bless all of America, including the United States of America. But somos americanos todos. Like, yeah. Anyways. So, yes, February, I told you guys, is the birthday month for me. It's the month that I don't know why I like my month of birthday to create monumental experiences for myself. Like, I moved to LA 6 years ago on a February 2nd, and I had an audition on February 3rd, and I started my acting classes on February 4th, and that was the same day as my birthday. And then Valentine's Day happens, and then I just feel like a lot of people in my family have birthdays in February too, so it kind of like, yeah, like kickstarts the year. So when I said last episode that, the year really starts in February, Maybe it doesn't necessarily start in February, but it gets cool in February. I don't know what to tell you guys. Proof is in the pudding. Um, so birthdays are, you can be either or. There's people that love their birthdays and make a point to celebrate every single one of them, or like try to plan a trip or try to get close to people or that they're not usually around, or set a goal for themselves or run a marathon or do things that are like very celebratory. I personally, since I was a kid, my birthday has given me so much anxiety. Like it's a stressor that I hate, because in Venezuela, the 4th of February of 1992 is a historical time that marked the beginning of the Chavez era, unfortunately. So that's the day that he threw a coup to the then president, Carlos Andres Perez. And it's crazy to me that I saw my birthday be celebrated with like parades and showings of like the armed forces and the planes and all this fuzz about a celebration that was having everything to do with something really shitty that happened in my country versus versus my birthday. So it always had like a bit of a damp to it, like, oh, I can't believe it's my birthday. Even the place where Chavez is, like his remainings, his physical remainings are being kept in Caracas. The place, it's called Cuartel de la Montaña. It has a 4F at the top that they light up. A 4F. So, I don't know. I like my birthday too. Like 4-2, it's 2-4. Like, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Let me know if you know what I mean. Like, I think numeric wise, it looks cute. I like it. And I've always felt like the years that are pairs, like the end and pair years, like, you know, like 2, 4, 6, 8. I feel like I have better years when that happens. I don't know. 2025 was rough. And, I mean, 2026 is promising a lot. So maybe it is that way. But the thing is, there's people that love their birthdays, there's people that don't. I'm one of those people that don't. But for the longest time, I pretended that I did, because the alternative seemed very sad. And I remember being a kid, and my birthdays were really beautiful parties that my dad and my grandma's organized and made it so that I feel like I feel like they did it so that I wouldn't miss my mom too much on that day. So they made it like the most entertaining parties with like shows, and like I had pool parties. It was always super produced and amazing. And then once I started having like teenage birthdays, I always had this feeling that no one was going to show up, that I was going to throw a party and no one was going to show up. I don't know why. People always showed up. It was always really fun. It was always really great, but I just always had that anxiety. And even if the last year I had it and then it didn't happen, I completely poofed, ripped, could not remember any of it. And then I would feel the same way. So the last couple of years, I've tried to make it as fun as possible for me, like what I feel like I want to do that day. And on my 30th birthday, I threw a party, or I didn't throw a party, but I gathered people in Miami. So I was already living here in LA, but I gathered people in Miami because I knew it was like the easiest for everyone to get to. So my cousin in New York, one of my best friends that lived in New York, that lives in New York still. I had one of my cousins that lives in Oakland. He happened to be in town, and maybe he stayed a little bit longer so he could also be part of it. It was really fun, and it was the first time I ever went to a strip club, and it was great. I made friends with the strippers. It was very explicit, I will say. I didn't expect it to be like that. I expected it to be like, you know, they always keep a little something something. No. So it was cute for like the 20 minutes that I was there. And from that, I've tried to do the same with my other birthdays, but sometimes it just doesn't match up to be what you want it to be. I've realized, and this is like, I've discovered this is my secret formula, must be around people that I really love. That is the way for me to feel the best on my birthday and to be able to feel grateful. This year, I did that over FaceTime, which was amazing. I was on FaceTime with a lot of family, a lot of friends for several hours, so that was really cool. Like I felt like I had like some quality conversations, not just like, ah, happy birthday, thank you, okay, bye. It was like, okay, let's catch up. What's going on in your life? What are you doing? All of this, and that was amazing to me because it felt like they were close in physical, in a physical way. Um, but it ended up just being like, yeah, I mean, I went to backgammon, which was so cute because a friend of mine from there made me birthday cupcakes, and that was the sweetest thing ever. And then some of us went to a different bar, and it was cute, but it wasn't like, you know, like the most memorable birthday of my life. I don't think it needs to be. Next year, though, turning 35. Next year, how about this? Next year's birthday, I don't want to plan it. I want someone to plan it for me, whatever it is. And this is all part of the manifestation of like where I want to be in a year, where I see myself and how I see myself looking in a year. I think I want someone to take care of it. Whoever it is, someone that loves me very much, hopefully will be like, girl, we got you. This is what we're doing. Wake up, show up. Please include like a massage or a mani pedicure, because I've felt like I always love doing those on my birthday. It's like so nice. Like, yes, this body's alive. Feel it. One more year. This year I went to Pilates in the morning. It felt really amazing. And something happened to me at work a couple weeks ago that really left me thinking about how really we take so much for granted in life in general. I know this sounds super cliche, but truly, I was opening a bottle of Prosecco. And usually I open the bottle, whatever, take the little like twisty thing, like a, now I understand it's security. So take out that, and then, you know, you pop the cork. So I'm doing that. I'm like twisting the thing, and as soon as it like widens a little bit, the cork pops out. And it's like right here. I'm obviously like putting like my body onto it, like I'm leaning into it, and that cork did not hit my face and take out an eye by pure like millisecond situation. Like it's crazy because it really did like touch me. I was like, even minutes after, I was like, my life would be so different right now if this had happened in that bad scenario. Like if this would have hit my face, broken my nose probably, I'd be bleeding like crazy. Just like insane aftermath. And not to be like paranoid that now, well, now I understood that that is a securities thing for a reason. Like you're supposed to keep it. So now you know, PSA, if you're ever opening a Prosecco bottle or a champagne bottle, you do not take the twisty thing, the little like metal thingy, keep it on, because that's what's going to keep the cork from like exploding. So never fully open it and take it off, which is what I would do all the time. Just keep it there, and then you know. It just made me think, and I've kept thinking on this. Like I haven't moved on from it, cuz like what would my life be like if that would have happened? And by the grace of God, the universe, the stars, the angels, whoever, that didn't happen to me. And I'm so grateful. And I'm not gonna be like a paranoid person now that, oh my God, something's gonna happen to me. It's the complete opposite. It was like such a proof that I'm meant to be doing what I'm doing. I'm meant to be exactly where I am. And yeah, like if there was a moment for me to be taken out, that was one. And I'm here. So I'm very grateful for that. And I felt on my birthday, I felt very grateful for that. I also talked to my dad and asked him about the experience of, you know, what it was like when I was born. Because fun fact, I have a letter from my mom. I think I've told you guys before, but I have this letter from my mom that she wrote to my aunt. that, well, she's telling the story of what it was like the day that I was born with this whole political background of the coup. And she writes it as if it's me telling the story. And I think that's very adorable, especially because she's not here anymore. And like, that's so amazing. What a treasure I have, right? It's like one of my most precious belongings. And it was interesting to ask my dad. I don't think he knew that I had that letter. I don't think he knows. Hi, I have it. Hearing the same story, but from his perspective. And it was very sweet. It was very nice. And yeah, I asked him too, like, what it was like for me to be a bit like, what was I like as a baby? How did I behave? How did I cry a lot? And apparently I was very chill. So that's great. I will say my family recently dug up this like school yearbook situation album where there's a photo of me. I think I must have been like 3 or 4 years old. And my face, I'm literally like this. Like, why am I so angry? I'm literally like this. And I have memories of a lot of photos of me as a baby where I'm like basically look like I have a unibrow and I'm just like mad all the time. I have a cute theory. I wear glasses. I am pretty blind. I'm blind to the point where they don't make contacts that make me see 2020. They don't make them. They don't exist. Now I have the theory that maybe I was always like this, like kind of like squinting because I couldn't really see. And I was trying my best to see, and people were like, photo. And I was like, what? That's really cute. Why is it cute when babies have things that they can't do right? It's an interesting thing to dig into and try to figure out why. It's just always like whenever there's like a clumsy kid or like a clumsy puppy or like a clumsy something, why is it so endearing? Because it reminds us of our humanity and maybe takes us out of the pursuit of perfection that we're always on, consciously or unconsciously. Maybe. So yeah, that's my story with birthdays. It was a nice birthday. I feel good about it. I feel like, I mean, it doesn't hurt that I don't look, according to people, according to people, I do not look the age that I am. I think that's pretty nice. I attribute that to being a very non-drinker, like I'm a social drinker, to not doing heavy drugs, to being single for a while. So I don't have a man to destroy my thoughts and my collagen. And definitely not having kids yet. I think that also helps. So if we compare me at 34 with someone in the 90s that was 34, they've seen things, right? And I don't even use like sunscreen like that. I know, I should. Remember how I said that I don't do New Year's resolutions? Well, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but on my birthday, I felt called to make changes, to like adjust things and maybe tighten in some areas that I know I could be better at, or do things that I know could benefit my overall happiness and state of mind. Like, right? So, yeah, I guess I am that self-centered that I'm like, well, my birthday is actually the new year. It's the new year of my life. So, an astrologer told me, I know, an astrologer told me that I needed to be in Austin, Texas for my birthday this year. And I had everything planned. Plane booked, hotel reservation made from like a month and a half ago, maybe 2, 3 months, yeah. And all of a sudden, life happened and I had to cancel everything. And I have never been more scared of an astrology theory in my life. I literally had to like chill out and like talk to people and be like, wait, this is not that crazy if I'm not paying attention to that, right? She didn't tell me like it was going to be a catastrophe if I wasn't in Austin, Texas. She did tell me like the alignment of planets on the day of my birthday, if I were to spend it in Los Angeles, was not going to be great. That there were some issues that could happen. But this is all very like hypothetical, maybe depends on. I was excited to go to Austin because I've never been, and I was going to do a solo trip that later my friend that lives in Chicago was like, hey, I'm coming too. And I was like, cool, we're going, the two of us. But then it all got canceled, and I was like, I'm sad because I'm not doing that plan that I really wanted to do. But I'm also like hoping that nothing crazy happens to me. What? What if it was the Prosecco bottle and I dodged it? Okay. I like that. I'm gonna just tie all of that together. Maybe it's not real, but anyways, I would love to know how you guys feel about your birthdays. Tell me, are you the people that wanna have a party and invite everyone and take care of everyone and decorate and organize and print out invitations? Print out, no one prints out anything these days. Like send out invitations in advance and like do all these things? Or are you the people that are like, I literally don't care? I think I'm in the middle a little bit. I did change my hair though the day before. I went to my friend Megan. She is so good at doing hair. She's amazing. She's been doing my hair since I moved to LA. We met in acting class and kind of like fell in love with each other. She's so sweet, gorgeous, talented, and just like the nicest girl. And in the pandemic, I was like, I really need a haircut. I remember you said in class that you did haircuts and did like hair stuff. And she was like, yeah, of course. And I brought her a marquesa de chocolate that I was making at the time. Marquesa de chocolate is a chocolate dessert, traditional Venezuelan dessert that there was a time where I wanted to have I wanted to make it a business. Sometimes I feel like I still want to make it, but yeah, I don't know. I just get like freaked out about like the health permit and if I need to get like a license and things because I was just making them here at home. And at the time I was living with a cat, so maybe there were some cat hairs involved because even if you clean everything, if you have a cat, there's going to be hairs everywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, so I would trade off Megan desserts for her doing my hair. Yeah. And yeah, I haven't made her anything in a while. I should. I probably should. Yeah, the things. So, this was today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember to share it, like the clips, repost the. Now that Instagram has this like silent repost situation, please do so. If I'm posting it, please do like a like repost because my pop up for people that don't know me or don't know that we exist. We, the collective of this podcast. So I would love for you guys to do that. And yes, 5-star reviews. We would love to hear those. Or let me know what you thought about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl. The Patriots lost, I guess. Yeah, and no one cares. This show was obviously brought to you by me, Lorenzo Martinez, my producer, and you can watch us on YouTube, Apple Music Podcasts, and Spotify. If you want to see and watch, you can do that in all of those, and you can comment and you can like them and you can share them all. It was lovely to be back, and I will see you in a new episode. Bye.